Hiya, welcome to Cassie in the Garden. Thanks for returning. If you've been here before, it's great to see you again. And if you're new to this channel, then I'm Cassie and I like gardening and allotmenting, and I just like to share it with you guys. You might get some tips. You probably see lots of failures and what not to do, but yeah, welcome on board. Do give us a like if you like, and do subscribe and click the bell so you can get updated or keep up to date with any new videos. I try and put a video out most weeks. I try. I work full time and I have a munchkin who's 3.5 and bonkers, so it's not always a success, but I do my best. So in this, my latest vid, there's a quick little garden update on my runner beans and my raspberries, so that's looking good. I've also been out tidying one of my veg patches out there, so I want to share that with you guys. I'm quite pleased with how tidy it's become. There's a visit to the plot, a very brief visit in the rain. I managed that. It was one lunchtime last week, so very brief visit. So I'd like you to sit back, grab a cuppa and enjoy. My runner beans and climbing beans are past their best now. I've probably neglected them a bit, to be honest, over the past couple of weeks, but they're so tricky to harvest. I won't grow them here again, so I am leaving them in the pods to grow, dry, and then I'll use the beans for seeds for next year, because they've been really nice beans this year. We're enjoying a garden harvest of autumn raspberries. Had a few out of here already, quite a few. Great thing about the raspberries, actually, here's a great example of these ones anyway, the autumn ones, is they start at the top and then as the season goes they fruit down the cane, and the fruit hides itself under the leaves, which means I don't net them from the birds. That's one less faffy job to have to do. I am actually in the garden today, which is grand, and I'm sorting out this patch here. So it's about, how long is it? It's about 4.8 metres long, I don't know, a couple of metres wide, and at the moment it's split into 3. So the top, my pak choy is there in a bit of a raised bed. Here was where I tried to grow some salad and herbs this year. Failed miserably, apart from the parsley, which I'm going to cut up, well, cut out down dry soon. Here, it's my strawberry patch, and I just cleared that because it's full of weeds as well. I say 3 bits, it's kind of split into 4, because there's a tiny herb patch here behind me. But that's gone a bit bonkers, so that's a job for another day. I'm going to hack up some leaves I've collected from the garden. I'll put these on top of the cardboard, and then I'll cover that in on top. So this middle patch, what I have cardboarded, I've weeded, cardboarded and mulched. I used the leaves I'd collected because I was only going to save them for leaf mould anyway. So I thought, oh, I'll whack them down and then put the compost on top. does look a bit messy at the moment because there's not enough compost, but I may either use another bag or might leave it as it is and then use compost out of this bin, which will be ready towards the end of the year. So I'll see how that fares and whether or not I want to grow in there. In clearing my strawberries, I have found what I had hoped I would find, which are some runners. So strawberry plants put out these runners, they call them. So leaves, and these super long ones are called runners, and they this is a crazy example, this one's gone all the way over here. They, see if I can find a better example. So okay, so runner, put out tiny little strawberry plants, and which here you'll see this new one starting to grow some roots. So those roots are looking for soil to grow into. What I want to do is I want to encourage these runners to grow into little plants, because then I'll have a circulation. Like each year I'll have a batch of new strawberry plants. So I shouldn't go without fruit ever again. I'm not entirely sure what to do about them. I was going to put them in pots and save them, but I might just hold them down onto the compost that they're in, and then if I hold them down with a peg them down, or sometimes I put little stones on them, that normally holds them in place. Then once they've rooted, I can cut this runner and dig them up and pot them on. Yeah, I might just do that. Let's see what I got. So here's another nice example. Making some roots. That's a bit of a space for it. So if I just pop some stones, or a stone, maybe just the stone, the bigger stone. That is not at all heavy and it's not squashing the plant, but it is encouraging the roots to make contact with the soil, which will then encourage them to grow, and they'll be nice, yummy, scrummy plants. Quite luckily, some of them are rooting in already, so I think I'll give it a week and then dig out some pots next weekend and come and pot some up. You can't beat free plants or free seeds. Maybe slightly beaten by free beer, but nah, free plants. Pak choy. So I have posted about this before. It's kind of done okay. I think some of them are going to seed because, my luck being my luck, is the weekend after I put them in, we have a freak heat wave in September. Who knew? But I'm going to keep them in here anyway. Got a little bit of slug damage. That's because they've been sort of, the leaves were in contact with the net, so they were crawling over the net and eating them through the net, as you do. So today I've cleared the weeds, put more pellets down. Might have gone a bit bonkers with the pellets, did not mean to do that. So yeah, fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. I've raised the netting a bit as well with some old sticks. I did actually get to the plot a couple of days ago, Thursday. So I'm just watching a butterfly. They're amazing. Yeah, so I got to the plot really quickly on Thursday to put out my beetroot plugs that I'd grown. So here's a little snippet of that and what else I found out while I was there. I just wanted to get to my sweet corn before anything else did. I think I've lost out on this one, which is a massive shame. Slugs, squirrels possibly. This one is looking quite good. Normally you can tell when the hairy bits at the end go dark brown, but mine got eaten probably by slugs. So just checking the corn. If you put your fingernail in, it comes out sort of milky, and that's apparently good. Is that milky? I think so. Yeah, see it's all down there running down. So I'm going to take this home. Can't imagine, oh blimey. No, there's nothing in that one. Oh, bollocks. Look at that. You go through all this effort to grow something and it gets eaten. I'm sick of this. Look at that. Pull it off anyway. Might be able to save the end of it. Earwig. Ugh. So out of 6 plants, I've got 2 cobs. I'm not selling this growing stuff very well, am I? So I'm just going to pop out my beetroot plugs. And randomly, I'm going to try this for slugs as well. Chili powder. I don't like it apparently. I know, I'm scraping the barrel of things here, but Asda sent me this massive bag as a swap. I'm never going to eat this much chili powder in my life. I thought I'd share it with our little slimy friends. I've just netted it as well, just to keep any feathered friends off really, and act as a little bit of extra protection. I'm going to harvest some calendula to dry. Ideally you'd harvest this when it's not raining, but only at the time I have, so all the nice fresh new flowers that aren't seeding, I'm going to pick these, take them home and dry them out for tea and a tincture-y thing that I've been learning about recently. These flowers are beautiful. And they will, the more you deadhead, the more they flower, so they will still keep flowering after this. As soon as I got home, I just laid these out to dry.
probably wash them again later, but I just don't have time at the moment. So they're drying. I managed to harvest some raspberries while I was there, and I'm going to clean them, dry them and freeze them. To clean them, I usually use a big splash of white wine vinegar within some water. So that's what I've done here. I've plunked the raspberries in and give them a bit of a swish around, not too much because they're quite delicate. And then I'm taking them out with my little strainer, popping them on some kitchen towel to dry. I'm just taking them all out for now. Then once they've dried, I'll take out the cruddy ones if there is any.
So thanks for watching. Just to round up, I did freeze the raspberries. Once they were dried, I put them on like a baking tray, something quite thin so it fits in the freezer. Pop that in, just straight in the freezer. If you place them on the tray individually, then they'll freeze individually. Then you can put them all in a bag or a tub and pick them out individually. If you cram them all together and freeze them, they'll stick together. So it's entirely up to you how you do it. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Do give us a comment and a like. I love hearing from you guys. And yeah, happy growing.